Hi guys, the question I pose for today's discussion is how does economic strain lead to racial divide between the characters in Sweat? My claim is that Cynthia's promotion has relieved her of some economic strain, but in doing so, it has led Tracy to have racist claims against her and other minorities. For some context, the set of lines I will be analyzing can be found in Scene 5. I want to reestablish and remind you that Cynthia is African American and Tracy is white American. We first come across Cynthia and Tracy's characters in Scene 2 at the bar, where Cynthia is first to bring up the idea of how promotion would be beneficial. Upon hearing this, Tracy was very hesitant about the idea and almost against it, but both Cynthia and Tracy ended up applying for the position of warehouse supervisor. We come to find out that Cynthia was the one chosen for the promotion, and Tracy was left at her normal floor job. While celebrating Cynthia's promotion, Tracy steps outside and comes across Oscar, with whom she ends up having a conversation about new positions opening up at Olstead, which is the plant that both her and Cynthia work at. This leads us to the set of lines that I will be doing a close reading on, and it starts off with Tracy saying, "Yeah, it sucks, and I bet you they wanted a minority. I'm not prejudiced, but that's how things are going these days. I got eyes. They get tax breaks or something. I don't know about all that. It's a fact. That's how things are going. And I'm not prejudiced. I say you are who you are, you know? I'm cool with everyone. But I mean, come on. You guys coming over here, you can get a job faster than." The first detail I want to analyze is the phrase, "I bet you they wanted a minority." Tracy is targeting Cynthia's race and using it as the reason for her promotion. By singling out Cynthia's race as opposed to her other qualities, such as her work ethic, or the knowledge she has acquired throughout the years working there, Tracy is inherently being racist as she projects her discontent of not receiving the position. She feels as though, being a white woman, she has it harder when it comes to making money and getting things like promotions that could help her financial situation and relieve some of that economic strain that she faces. Therefore, she is correlating her economic strain back to race, as she believes it was the sole factor of Cynthia's promotion. The next detail I want to highlight is the phrase, "they get tax breaks." Her comment about tax breaks shows her need for a form of relief from her economic strain. The promotion was supposed to be a way to make more money. Since Tracy is of the working class, it is very difficult to live comfortably unless you are constantly working to pay the bills. Therefore, even the idea of a tax break can mean so much more to someone of that status, such as Tracy. The third detail I want to analyze is the two times Tracy says, "I'm not prejudiced." Her constant reminder that she is not prejudiced portrays her awareness about her racialized point of view towards others. She is trying to convince herself and others that simply because she is friends with Cynthia, who is black, that she is, in fact, not prejudiced, but in reality she is. This move to innocence on her part is a way to rid herself of the guilt and obvious wrongful comments about race that she has made. The final detail I want to analyze is the phrase, "but I mean, come on." Tracy's immediate contradiction of her previous statement and hesitation to say the next shows her honest opinion about minorities and work opportunities. The breaks within the phrase indicates that she knows that what she is saying is controversial, but she still goes through with it as she makes a comment about how minorities like Oscar have it easier when it comes to getting jobs, further supporting her racialized way of thinking. To come back to my claim of the correlation of Cynthia's promotion and Tracy's racist claims, it is clear that Tracy's economic strain is pushing her to project these racist statements towards her own friend and others. The setting of this very deindustrialized and working class community that is seen throughout Sweat is a very clear indicator of just how hard it is to live in an environment as such. It affects the characters in different ways, and this is how I analyze its effect on Tracy and Cynthia's relationship. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you guys for watching.